Kids are in bed?
Kids are in bed.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 11 of The Kids Are in Bed. I'm Tim Severson. This is Jenni Severson.
Hello.
Hello, Jenni.
Hello, Tim.
How are you?
Very great, thanks. And you?
I am just fine myself.
Wonderful. Glad to hear.
Good, we got that out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get this out of the way. This is what I look like without a beard. So this was an accident.
I forgot. I honestly forgot about it.
You forgot the thing that made you cry?
It didn't make me cry. Sometimes water comes out of my eyes. It's not.
When you're wrapping a shirt around the top of your head and going,
Don't remember doing that.
You did it.
Sometimes when I feel strong emotion, water comes to my eyes.
And what emotion do you suppose you were feeling?
It's not crying. It's just like, I don't know.
If it were inside out, what color was the emotion? Was it green?
Oh, purple, I think.
Purple?
Yeah.
Anxiety.
I think so.
Oh.
I don't know if I know what anxiety is. I don't know 100% for sure.
You haven't read anything I've written? I've given you a pretty strong idea of what it is.
I mean, what it feels like.
Oh.
I don't know if I know what it feels like. I feel like it's one of those things, too. It's hard to know what something feels like to you versus what it feels like to someone else.
I would say, the times that you've overslept for work, that's anxiety.
Oh, no. That's just mass panic.
I think your mass panic is my anxiety. I think that's what I feel like a lot of the time.
Interesting.
Thank you. I guess. No, so I was in the...
Hold on, I have to stop you for a second.
Okie doke.
Because I don't know if we need to talk about this right now, but I thought anxiety was like worry about things that you couldn't control. And like when I'm waking up in the morning because I'm late to work, I can control everything.
I was talking about the physical.
Oh.
The physical? Isn't that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. The physical feeling of that panic. That's what anxiety feels like to me. Like when I get anxious about something, it's like I overslept for something or that I have a test that I didn't study for. That it doesn't matter what I do now. I just need to show up and fail.
Oh.
Or cheat. Which I never cheated off of anybody.
Never. Not me.
Never off of you
Never
directly.
once cheated off of me.
Not over your left-hand shoulder in AP government, that's for sure. I did not do that. Somebody else.
I'll never forget the rage I felt inside of me.
I'll never forget the relief I felt inside of me. Just so we can clue everybody in. You'll have to remind me on the details.
So it was a quiz. Yeah. The way AP government worked in Mr. Lasham's class was if you aced the quiz, you could get a pass on the exam.
Mm-hmm.
So there was 3, let's say. There was 3 quizzes every, I don't know what they were called.
Quarter of the semester?
Sure.
Third of the semester?
Why did I forget academic terms? I can't think of what the word is.
I don't know.
Anyways.
I don't think anybody's going to be convinced I was cheating off you for anything.
Shit. Okay, so there's 3 quizzes throughout the chapter or whatever. It's not a chapter. Why can't I think of the word? Before you get to the final exam. And if you aced the quiz, you didn't have to take the exam or the portion of the exam or something like that. But nobody ever did. It hardly ever happened. And the one time that I aced it...
You didn't have to do the essay portion of the test. That's what the win was.
Is that what it was? Oh, you won something.
Yeah, because all of the tests were however many multiple choice questions, and there were 2 essay questions that are always a beast. And so the win was if you got perfect on the quiz, you were on the essay portion.
That sounds right. Well, anyways, it didn't happen very frequently. And it certainly never happened that multiple students aced the same quiz.
Yeah.
At least in the entire year or semester or whatever.
Right.
Never happened.
Mm-hmm. How many of us got it?
It was 3 of us. So this one exam or quiz.
Who was the third? Do you remember?
I do remember because.
Were they a really good student?
Yes. Yes. I feel like I'm going to say her name wrong. I shouldn't say it. Okay. It was a very good student.
Yes.
Very intelligent, always did well. And you and me. And everybody in the class, including the teacher, knew that you cheated off me.
I don't think anybody knew. They were suspicious.
Quite suspicious.
Nobody really went at me all that hard.
So what did they do? Because this never happened, that multiple students would all ace the quiz. He put all of our names in a hat and drew. And who do you suppose was drawn?
This guy. This is exactly how I look too. No facial hair.
Cheated off me and then took my winnings. I was filled with rage that day. Filled with rage. I got over it, but
I didn't know you were going to get a 10 out of 10. Nobody ever did it. I was looking for an 8. Give me a solid B.
Well, there you go. So, anyways.
No idea what I got in that class or what I scored on the AP test.
Oh, that's good.
But
I definitely got an A.
Oh, and we have to retract from last week, speaking of tests, and then we'll get back to my facial hair. Tony, our friend
don't
Tony,
retract.
did
Let
not
him
get
have
it.
this.
No, I won't let him have it.
Let him have this.
He's had it for a week. He can be honest. Now.
Just taking it away.
He got a 28, not a 34. So I still told him.
It's a 34 in my mind.
I still told him that he's one of the smartest people I know. So the test doesn't matter. Plus, those things are biased anyways.
So
Everybody
bad.
knows that.
Yeah, so bad.
Especially against
white
Norwegians from the Midwest.
Yeah. That have floors in their homes.
Oh man. So yeah, I went into the bathroom with just the intent of what day was it? Was it
Saturday?
Saturday?
It was Friday.
Friday. Because we got an unexpected opportunity to have a date night, and I got excited, and I was like, I gotta go get ready, and I'm like, I should trim up my beard. So I got my beard trimmer, and it was all disassembled because there's like the clipper part, and then there's like the guard part where I can adjust how long I want this to be. And I was asleep at the wheel, and I just put the clipper on. And usually I start up here. Usually I start at the sideburn and work my way down. And this time I just went. And it was like, I didn't look in the mirror at first. I just looked at the clump of hair on the clippers, and I was like, that's a lot. And I looked in the mirror, and I was like, oh no, the day has come. And then because I had the clippers on, because I went so hard, because when you have the guard on, you kind of have to push a little, otherwise you don't really get a lot, and then you have to go over it a bunch of times, so you push hard. So I really pushed hard, and so it was actually the length it is now is probably what it was when I shaved it off. And then since I was already down to this, I was like, well, let's get the razor. And I instantly remembered why I have a beard, because shaving my chin and around my lips.
What?
There's that episode of The Office. It's one of the later seasons. It's Michael Scott's like last season, and when Will Ferrell comes in.
Yeah.
And he has the barber come in to shave him.
Oh, yeah.
And so he has Aaron shave him, and she just puts
the
shaving cream, and she goes, can you stop talking? I'm going to shave your lips now. And he's like, don't shave my lips. I was just trying to get around. I was just like, forget this.
Yeah, it sounds like not a lot of fun.
Yeah. Like women can't understand maintaining like facial hair. I don't think.
Oh, really? We're going there.
You don't understand how difficult it is. You really, I mean.
You want to see the scars on my legs?
Well, How hard is a leg compared? Look at all this contour, these voluptuous lips.
Do you think an armpit is just like perfectly shaped for razors?
You shave your armpit since when?
Deserved that.
I set that trap immediately. I'm like, talk about your armpits. I fucking dare you. So, yes. And your reaction was rough. Jude's was like, he was just
because you picked them up the kids up from school.
Because it's so funny.
With no beard.
Because Jude, no matter the level of the surprise in a good direction, we always ask, like, what do you think, buddy? Like, we've said that so many times. Yeah. And what does he always say?
Good.
Yep. It's always, and his emotions, his movements could suggest he is at a 11, but he'll just be like, good.
Yeah.
And I go, what do you think? And he just goes, not great. It's like, that's honest. Not great. And actually, Clementine was, of course, much kinder to me.
She's a kind person.
She said, you're still handsome.
Oh.
And I said, that's nice. She just goes, just handsomer with a beard. Okay. So we will be growing it back.
The beard it is. I think it looks nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, like we were just talking about before we started, I've noticed I've got this little thing going on down here.
I mean, it's like, a whole part of your face you haven't seen in 10, 15 years.
Yeah. It's good to see that my chin is in good shape.
Yeah. It's a fine looking chin.
No, thank
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. But yeah. I still don't like it. I don't even like looking at the screen right now.
Oh.
It drives me nuts. I think it's because I don't look at myself very often, right?
Yeah.
Beard or no beard, I'm not looking at it. Beard or no beard. That's like a game show.
Oh, yeah. Beard. I choose beard.
But everybody has to show up with beards, and then they shave, and then it's beard or no beard. And it's like,
that's just being mean. It's just a show where you're mean to people.
That was my life this past weekend. Beard or no beard. And all of you were just like, no beard. And I'm like, oh.
I thought it was funny how some people immediately say something.
Yeah.
And others don't say a word.
I think our friend Kim was close to crying when she saw me. She didn't look thrilled with what she saw. I believe her exact words were, what the fuck? So it hasn't been a smashing success.
But then Rick, Christy, and Logan, none of them said a word about it.
Yeah, that was
strange.
They
didn't even, they came over and I was waiting for 10, 15, 20, I don't know, like an hour before finally I was like, are we going to talk about this?
Way more than that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh. They never brought it up. They would have left.
We finally brought it up.
Without bringing it up. It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, it was kind.
Yeah.
Or they just saw my face and like, he can't be happy about that, so we shouldn't talk about it. There's no way that was on purpose. But yeah.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
It's nice to try it out every decade or so.
It's been the last time I shaved my face completely was in February of 2008. Why are you laughing?
I'm not.
What was that?
I'm nothing.
What made you, what was that? Say it. Just say it.
It was the way you said February.
Yeah.
It sounded really silly.
February.
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 Say it again.
February. I'm saying it like it's spelled. I know that for certain.
February. Okay, we can move on.
Okay. In Feb of 2008.
There we go.
And I remember that because it was the morning of our engagement pictures. And I was fat. And my mother guilted me because I had facial hair, and she was just like, "You're not going to want that."
You had like
It was like a goatee.
A goatee.
I didn't have it around, did I?
Oh, it was just a goatee?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to pull the photos.
I can't remember if it was all the way around, if it was just this. Might have been all the way around. I went through a phase where I really tried. I really wanted my facial hair to look like Turtle from Entourage.
Oh.
I always forget that actor's name.
I don't know it.
Not Ferrari. Something like that. Jerry Ferrara? Something. Anyways, I really, he had a thin.
Oh, yeah.
And I tried really hard at that. And every time I was like, it just doesn't work for me. But why does it work for him? And then one day I was like, oh, he's a normal weight for his body. Mine looked weird because I had all this cheek, and it was not following my jawline, It was just, I was a disaster.
Oh, well, you're not a disaster.
Yeah, so I got guilted into it, and it was the exact same emotion. I can remember I was in the basement bathroom of my childhood home, and I shaved it off, and I'm like, well, this is just the worst thing. And I will show that picture because it was in the paper. So I could make people go Google it. We could give the Brainerd Dispatch some hints, but
you gotta make an account to do that, I guess.
Oh yeah, it was atrocious, and I hate those pictures. Those are by far the worst pictures that have ever been taken of me in my entire life.
That's what you want to hear.
It has nothing to do with you.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be a symbol of our love.
The engagement picture for the Brainerd Daily Dispatch?
Well, it's not for... You don't take the picture for the Brainerd Daily Dispatch.
What did we take it for?
You take engagement photos for yourself to have.
Oh.
You put them up in your home.
No way. There's no way people have engagement pictures up in their house. I don't buy that for... Maybe until they get married.
Oh. If you liked those photos, I would have them out. But you hate them, so I put them away.
I really do. They were on a coaster once.
Were they?
Yeah, we had that stack.
That must have been like a joke.
They were like photo coasters, and I think either somebody did it for us or you just did it, and you were like, "Oh, I know. I'll put pictures of us in here."
Oh,
and one of them was the engagement picture.
It was it wasn't the kind like this that you. No. Or am I not supposed to point that out?
No,
they were just like you inserted the.
They were glass and
wallet size.
Yeah, you could put in your own pictures, and that was one of them. And I remember every time that they had like a little holder. And I would always put that one at the back if it was ever at the front because I couldn't stand looking at my stupid face.
Well, but now you can.
And not really.
You've come a long way.
Yeah. You mentioned your brother, Rick. He helped us out this weekend. Mm-hmm. We have gotten rid of a lot of junk.
So much junk. I think it might have been the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
That's what you want to hear.
Well, you don't count.
Oh, that's also what you want to hear.
Well, that can't count.
Okay.
I don't think. I don't know. But yeah, we were over at his place, and I was just asking him about renting a dump. Nope. Dumpster. That's what it's called.
Roll off.
Yeah. Hey, have you ever done that? What's that like? And he was like, don't do that. I'll just take it all to the dump for you. So him and his friend just came over to our house with trucks and trailers. They didn't even make us go to the dump with them.
No.
We just loaded up their vehicles, and then they took it places for us. Who does that?
I looked up that the dump was closed before they came, and I'm like, I'm not saying a word.
You did not.
Yeah. I wasn't calling that off.
Oh. Well, he knew. He said before he even came.
You told me before I had a chance to even talk about it with you that he had said he didn't want to go.
He wasn't going to go and that he was going to do it another time.
Yeah.
Prior to that. But anyways, who does that? Just comes over to someone's house, fills up their trailer, and takes it to the dump for them.
I would say somebody that got a free lodging week in Florida, maybe?
Oh. No. I don't think so.
Oh. But yeah, it was...
I think it's like a I think it's like a testament to your like work ethic too, a little bit. Like I'm kind of.
Oh, your brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't have that work ethic physically. He just like.
Yeah, he has that thing that neither of us have where it's like, oh, a job needs to be done? Okay, let's just get it out of the way.
Oh, no.
He does that with everything.
Yeah, I do not have that.
Everything. He's like, just get up and go. And every once in a while, I'll pretend to be like him, and it works for one task, and then I'm like, fuck this.
Let's get this done.
Yeah.
We were hanging out in the backyard talking, dreaming. It was a beautiful, sunshiny day, and we were dreaming about putting a pool in, and he's just like, let's get it done before I leave today. Let's get this taken care of.
Well, he just wants a pool.
Yeah, I know. But that's the same mindset.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's like, before I leave, let's get all of this figured out.
Yeah. 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 Super, super helpful to have them both here. I mean, and Logan's not related to us.
No,
and he's just like,
he's
just
a nice person.
Put all your metal stuff in the back and I'll take it to the recycling. They take it for free.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah, it was great.
It's very strange.
They even took our mouse infested couch.
I don't think there were any mice in it. You think there were?
I mean, I lifted a cushion and I was like, oh boy.
Dead mice.
I know I didn't see any.
Oh.
But like, under the cushions above the springs, there's like the foam.
We're eating.
There are just holes going in every direction.
It wasn't in our house. It was in our garage for like 2 years.
Yeah.
We don't have mice in our house.
No. That we know about. No, I don't. There hasn't been one. I was thinking about, though, there's really small mice in England that like climb trees. And they go across branches, and it's how they traverse the forest without getting eaten. But like the English Forestry Service had to clear out a bunch of trees that I think were diseased.
Okay.
And so it had this gap. And then they studied and they noticed that the mice wouldn't cross the gap. So they got a bunch of volunteers and they made a couple of 20-meter long miniature like Stuart Little style footbridges that they hung. And then they're going to put up cameras to see how the mice use it. And I'm so excited to see the mice.
What in the world? This is a very interesting. I can't wait to hear about this.
I know. I need to not forget about it. Because it's not until summer that they think that they'll be able to get the cams up and see anything happening and if it works.
Gosh. Huh. Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, we got anyway.
I also liked your use of the word traverse right there.
Oh.
Like, oh, look at that. Just throwing traverse into this conversation. It's fancy.
I don't think it is.
Oh, I don't ever use that word.
You don't?
Never.
Well, now you can try to work it in.
I don't think I will.
Okay. Traverse, check it out or don't. But we got rid of a couch. We got rid of our original flat screen TV, RIP.
That thing cost like $4,000 when we bought it.
I think it was just under $1,800.
Oh.
Close.
It was a lot of money.
I mean, with inflation, we bought it in, I don't know. I think we bought it before Christmas in 2007.
It felt like the most money I was ever going to spend on anything.
We financed it for 18 months at Best Buy. And the stupid cashier, he put in my name wrong.
Oh, yeah,
and
Swenson.
So I think it still shows up on my credit report, and I have to have conversations about it to this day.
Timothy Swenson.
When were you known as Swenson? Never was. Why does it say that? Some guy at Best Buy wrote Swenson instead of Severson. And then I have to initial a bunch of stuff that says I wasn't ever known as Timothy Swenson.
Why did we still have that TV?
Because...
I mean, we moved it like 4 times.
Yeah. I think it was because it's really heavy. And I knew it was going to take a dive soon. So I wanted it to be like a floating TV.
Oh.
And I don't, who knows?
You're just hiding it in storage in case you needed a TV? Is that what you're saying?
Well, like, a perfect opportunity came up during COVID. Remember, we were going to have like people over and we were going to be in the garage. Oh. Which didn't happen because the TV didn't work. But I was setting up the TV in there and I was so excited because it flipped right on and the game was on. And then after about 30 seconds, it just, and then I turned it back on, it worked. And then so it just, I mean, it turns out it's from 2007.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
So, we got rid of that guy and a whole bunch of stuff. And then what's even better is, and then it just turned into it was a perfect day here.
So perfect.
And it just turned into unexpected barbecue and day drinking.
Oh, it was the best.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite days where you had no plan, no agenda, and then it just unfolded into perfection.
Yep.
Loved that.
Hamburgers, hot dogs on the deck. Kids had the bouncy house up. They got in the hot tub. We sat in Adirondack
strawberry
chairs.
margaritas.
Yes, I made.
You make a mean strawberry margarita all of a sudden. I don't know when that happened, but all of a sudden you make delicious strawberry margaritas.
I think it's because we went to Mexico and I got the taste for tequila back, and I got interested in it again. So,
yeah, it was a fun day.
It was a fun day, which bled into our next fun day, which was the Masters. You're such a good
fun day.
Yeah, you're such a good sport for like dressing up, but I made egg salad.
You dressed up? That's why.
Yeah, I know, but nobody really wanted to watch the Masters with me.
Well.
You sat next to me. That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave you space to watch golf all day long.
This is true.
It was what my gift to you was.
Yes. But I made egg salad. I made homemade pimento cheese, Old Bay fries, and what else did we have? Fruit salad.
Some nuts.
Praline pecans.
Don't forget about the azaleas. It was the star of the show.
Yes, made azaleas. Without pineapple juice. There are some who use pineapple juice in their azaleas, but...
Oh, I didn't want or need pineapple juice in mine.
I don't think anybody wants or needs it.
No.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was fun. I liked your Masters menu. I thought it was delightful.
Yeah, we just had a lot of leftovers.
I've been eating it for 3 days.
Yeah. Whoopsie daisies. Well, the thing is it wouldn't have looked good with just a egg salad sandwich and a pimento cheese.
That's
true.
Then
it's just like,
if you're going to make pimento cheese, you're going to make pimento cheese.
It would have looked like we were having like a depression party. Like remember the Great Depression? Like this is what they ate.
That's a bummer.
Probably couldn't get pimento cheese though. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
But Scotty Scheffler won.
Yeah.
Your favorite ass on tour?
What?
You said it, not me.
I didn't say that.
Well, you didn't say that. You always say, I really like his pants from behind.
Yeah.
I'm going to start saying,
I really like his pants from behind.
I really like her shirt for the boobs. Like...
I never said he has the hottest ass on tour.
No, those weren't the exact words you said.
No. I don't watch a ton of golf. I'm not like really into it, but I loved how he had his caddy walk in front of him at the end.
Yeah, it was a big buzz afterwards.
Yeah, that made me like emotional.
Yeah, that's I think one of the I don't want to say underrated because I think Masters fans enjoy that part of it, or golf fans do, but I would say for like the lay person to the Masters or golf, the secondary little fun part is when the champion walks off. There's always, you never know. Well, you do because I tell you, but it's like, who's going to be there for them? Like you asked, where's his wife?
Yeah.
And she was about to have a baby. But Tiger, when he won in 2019, hugging his son Charlie. I think in '97 when he won his first one, he had this big emotional embrace with his dad, Earl. A few years back, Hideki Matsuyama won, and his caddy put the flag in and then turned back down the 18th fairway and bowed to the course. That was super cool. So there's always a fun, and then or it's an exciting finish and then nobody pays attention. But sometimes it's just you kind of take it all in and enjoy it. But it's my favorite weekend of golf. And I'll share the video you took of me being the biggest golf nerd on the face of the planet.
I thought you were adorable.
That'll be interesting. That's going to be the one similar to Neil Shipley where you have to hit it almost over in the fringe. That is going to be interesting.
Ugh. Yeah. I had the Masters on with the multi-screen view, and I was standing in front of the TV playing, which is so dumb because I can't see through my Oculus, but I was playing golf on the Oculus and pretending like I was a professional golfer.
It was cute.
I wasn't pretending. Well, I
thought it was
I was
cute.
just playing golf.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Well, it's
I
fun.
like the pageantry of golf. The tradition. It's a very tradition-heavy sport, I feel like. So
that's what makes it.
That's fun.
That's what makes it special. But I think that's what also makes it tough. I don't know how many golf fans exist in the world who don't or haven't played golf at any point in their life. I think you kind of have to play to appreciate it.
Oh, sure.
Otherwise, it's just kind of like I feel like with other sports, well, I think a lot of sports, other people have played to even some minor degree, so you get a better sense for it.
Yeah.
But golf,
a lot of people have never played a round of golf in their entire life.
Yeah. And so it's like you can't really appreciate it until you've tried to hit a golf ball straight and realize how difficult that is. And then you watch these guys do what they do. And then I think the more you play, the more into it you get, because it's like you feel like you play all the time and you never get better. At least I don't.
It's rough. Sorry to hear that.
So, but I'm a head case. That's what all my golfing friends tell me. So,
in and outside of golf.
In and out. Yes, this is true. This is very true. But yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it despite feeling like I was making everybody else miserable.
No one was miserable.
Jude looked at the table with all of the food and he's like, "That's dinner?" Like,
he did say that.
You shave your beard and this is the bullshit we get on the table now? But doesn't happen for another year. And
I love a good themed menu.
Yes, you were very excited.
On board with the themed
You were very
menu.
excited for the preparation of it, but then you were very underwhelmed by what took place. It's not really like the Super Bowl. There's not really, it's just like, they're on the 10th hole. Settle in.
Oh, you mean watching it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no halftime show or there's nothing really to get into if you're not a golf fan. I got very into it.
I was into the pants myself.
Yes, you were into the pants. You were into the pants. Any other thoughts on the Masters? I love doing that to you just to see this look on your face.
I don't like
golf
people who wear dumb hats. I feel like there's a lot of people in the audience at the Masters who are wearing these hats that they've never worn in their lives.
Which kind of hats?
I don't know. Non-baseball hat.
So like
they're not like huge, like
derby style hats.
Yeah.
Pharrell. He's a musical artist who's known for wearing large hats. It's not like a girl's bachelor party in Nashville hat.
Yeah. By the pool in Mexico, that kind of hat. Like a wide brim. It's not like those big, derby wide brim hats. They're like small, I don't know, fedora type hats maybe, or like bucket.
Bucket hats.
No, they weren't bucket hats. They were.
Were these on men or women?
Both.
Both.
I hated everyone who was wearing a hat that wasn't a baseball hat. I was like, why are you wearing that dumb hat? You look ridiculous. I don't know. I'm going to have to look up what kind of hat it was. I was very upset with.
I'm very confused.
I saw a lot of them.
You've described a lot of different hats, and I don't know which one is in the middle.
I don't know the names of hats, I guess.
I know, but I'm trying to even picture the hat that you're talking about.
Kind of like a fedora, but not a fedora, maybe.
Like
I know what a fedora is.
Like Peaky Blinders kind of style hat?
No.
I don't know.
I'm going to find it for you.
Okay.
I'll show you. That's all I have to add to the Masters.
Your eyes are leaking again. Are you looking at my face?
My eyes leak sometimes. It doesn't mean I'm crying.
Thought just thinking about those pants brought a tear to your eye.
It's the keratoconus, I think.
Keratoconus. I came across a TikTok, which I will show now.
Today, we would cook from the turbo cooker.
You ready for dessert?
Dessert.
All right, now take a look.
She made chocolate muffins with Diet Coke. And I just want to see, because they made it seem so easy in the commercials.
And you bake them in the turbo cooker. Isn't that gorgeous?
18-ounce box chocolate cake mix, egg, a 12-ounce can of Diet soda, and a half a cup of Diet Cola. And now there's no oil in this. This is going to be ready in 10 minutes. The Diet Coke doesn't taste good. Add the remainder of the Diet Cola in the base. There's the Diet Cola. And this is what I wanted as a kid. This is all I wanted. Valve closed and cook on high for 10 minutes. Okay, so in 10 minutes, we should have delicious, moist cupcakes. Ready? Here's the reveal. I mean, it did bake them.
Wow, it did something.
I have to go. Can I be honest? I'm shocked. They really are baked. So far, the commercial's not wrong. What if it's good?
Chocolate.
It's honestly moist and delicious. He wasn't lying. Was Kathy Mitchell right?
You don't have to Vanna White it, because I don't even know if I can be that. I might just drop us out. Comedian who I really, really like, named Mateo Lane. Check him out. He's got a special on YouTube. A couple of them, I think. They're worth a watch. But he's Italian, and he's very into cooking. So he does a lot of like cooking tutorials where he'll make like, a traditional Alfredo, and he'll be funny about it. I can remember so vividly from like, it was always what came on at sleepovers. Like you were staying up too late, the TV was on, and then like an infomercial would start playing, or you'd wake up to an infomercial. I was so easily convinced by infomercials as a kid. Like I can remember I would see things and just be like, that would really help my mom out. In the kitchen. Oh yeah.
Stop. You did.
Oh yeah.
not.
I can remember thinking like, but then, I was always so confused when they got to like the payment terms. I could never understand what anything cost, because it was always like split up, or it was like, and then they were like cash or COD. And I'm like, what is this? I still don't know what a COD is. Do you know what a COD is?
Care of deposit?
I have no idea. That doesn't sound right. Cash on demand. I don't know. Not a thing. But it was the infomercial one. It reminded me, just a little clip that he plays in his TikTok reminded me of when Joey does the infomercial on Friends.
Oh yeah, for the
milk spout.
Yeah.
But that guy's sweater. I mean, it's all just so. I mean, that commercial must have been from like the early 90s. But he made the cupcakes with Diet Coke, and he's like, it's actually really good. And I don't think I've ever bought anything that's been advertised as like as seen on TV or infomercial, but I wanted so many of the things. You know, we talked about it when we were talking about, you know, Brookstone and Sharper Image.
Yeah.
Like same thing. I mean, I can remember wanting pans when I was like 15.
Why?
And I didn't cook because the way that they would crack an egg and it would just slide around. And I was like, that's amazing. Why don't we have only those pans? Like, it was just like everything. I was just like, well, that just solves all of our problems right now. What infomercials do you remember from growing up?
What's that now?
Do you have any that like stick out?
Infomercials.
Yeah.
That I remember from growing up.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any?
Sure don't. No, I think we had like 3 channels.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't. Were the infomercials on fancier channels? I mean, we had like the rabbit ears.
I don't think so. I mean,
We had rabbit
but
ears
nobody. No, there wasn't like a special satellite channel for infomercials. I think they came on basic cable.
I didn't have cable.
No, basic.
I had literally 3
the
channels.
basic channels.
Oh.
The basic.
Oh, well,
ABC,
I don't have any memories of watching.
Because since you only had that, that's where they would want to advertise those things because that's where they're going to get the greatest viewership. But it always had to come on at these odd hours. So it was like, it was always like, I feel like it was like Sunday mornings were like a weird time where there would be like these little infomercials in different places. Like, and I think they still kind of do it, but it used to be more of an even split with like football games, NFL games. Like, there'd be one on Fox at the noon game, and then there'd be one on CBS at 3. But while the noon game was going on, everybody's watching that game. So CBS is like, I don't know, throw the turbo cooker infomercial on. I think they still do that, but you don't have not a single infomercial, not even like for what was it? Like the easy listening soundtracks that had like Enya and
oh yeah, I guess I've heard one of those before.
Yeah.
You
know, like you don't have like the core memory of being over at somebody else's house at a sleepover and the TV was on, you fell asleep and you woke up on some strange couch in like 6th grade and that's playing and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Who can say whether...
Okay.
You know?
Oh, how's that go?
I don't know.
You might be getting me on this one. Yeah.
Sail away.
I definitely don't have any memories of wanting kitchen appliances.
I was asking you which infomercials you remember.
Oh.
But I can't imagine, knowing your personality, was there ever a product that you really wanted?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
No.
I don't know. I would say, why would you want that pan? You don't need that pan.
Yeah.
Your pan is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I probably saw them, but I just wasn't interested in any way.
Even now, hearing what I just described with that pan, your brain didn't go, how many times have I had to cook scrambled eggs?
I think they're all probably bullshit. I think it's like, this is just bullshit. There's nothing special about this pan. Why are you trying to sell me this special pan?
The hosts of the infomercials seem pretty trustworthy to me, Jenny. I don't think that is.
Okay.
There is this one. This is a QVC thing. And I still, to this day, it's been around for a while, and I guess I just haven't taken the time to look it up. But I don't know if it is a real thing or if it was a gag QVC did or somebody else. Just yawn. Just yawn.
Just keep talking.
It's impossible.
It's not impossible.
You look like a turtle that's getting ready to vomit or something. I've never seen what a turtle looks like before it throws up. But you know, horses can't throw up.
I did not know
Anyways, What was I talking about before? Oh, the QVC commercial. It's like a bologna folder.
Okay.
And its sole function is to fold bologna so that it's easier to store in Tupperware.
Well, that's necessary.
And the woman's trying to use it, and it doesn't work. And it's just not.
Of course it doesn't.
And I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it was a real product and they actually put it. But
oh, it could just be.
It could be a joke, but I don't know what it is. But I'll try to find a link to that.
Figure it out.
I like not knowing.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
I like trying to figure it out on my own. I don't want to just know. But those easy listening soundtracks I'm remembering too. Do you remember in Target that
yes.
they had the wall?
Now, when you started talking about the easy listening, the first thing I pictured was not the TV. It was the wall in Target. 100% that's what I went to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I just can't pay attention to boring infomercials. So if I ever saw them, my attention couldn't be grasped, and so I couldn't even watch it. I might have stared at it, but I definitely wasn't seeing it.
Oh, that's so
But
funny.
in Target, I could go touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just don't, you don't have the thing where you see the infomercial and go, I'm either going to be really into this product or this is going to be super entertaining. And
no, I'm instantly bored.
Oh.
My attention cannot.
Which is so crazy because the infomercial is designed for people with short attention spans. Because every cooking product, they're making 40 dishes while they go through the infomercial.
I don't care about any of them.
And they're like, whoop, the cake's done. And then they're like, oh, I can't forget to check on my rice over here. And it's all in the same product.
I have no idea you've watched so many infomercials.
I don't think I watched so many. It was just they came on all the time.
Oh.
And then, sometimes it'd just be a lazy morning when you're at a sleepover. And it's just you just turn on the TV and there's an infomercial on and nobody wanted to take the time to figure out. Because the other thing too, remember was it the TV Guide channel or whatever it was that scrolled everything that was on?
I didn't have that channel, but my cousins did.
Speaking of short attention spans, the amount of time I spent in my life watching that thing scroll because I got distracted right before my channel scrolled through and I was like, oh. And then you flick back to MTV and it's still on a commercial and you're like, what's on? On. You don't remember any of this. There you go.
Thanks.
See, wasn't that nice?
I did not have TV like that.
I know, but you went places.
I don't know how to tell you this more ways. We didn't have a TV or cable that you could do that with. So I never experienced that. I just don't have that experience. We watched basic 3 channels and movies.
I know, but...
And then the movie's over, and then the screen's black. There's no infomercial that comes on.
You never watched TV when you were at a friend's house?
I mean...
There's no wrong answer.
I
just
remember
crazy to
being
me.
in maybe middle school and watching a lot of 90210 that was on all night.
Yeah.
And
But
there was
never an,
just
never an
90210 episodes.
infomercial came on because that would have been on Fox or 29 or something. An infomercial surely came on. I mean,
Maybe they did. I just didn't care.
Wild to me.
I just didn't care.
Because there's a whole lane of TikTok that's just 90s nostalgia, and I'm starting to think that you wouldn't register any of it, any of the products or things.
It's possible.
Interesting.
What age are you at these sleepovers that you're waking up?
Oh, 32.
Are you in elementary school?
No, middle school.
Oh, it was middle school.
I would say probably 6th through 8th grade would be like the prime years where I remember this happening most often. But I could get hooked into an infomercial at any time. Like right now, if you want to watch some infomercials, I'd be down to do it because it's fun to make fun of it. It's like a whole, it's like it's fun when you're not interested in buying the thing. You're just like, whatever.
But you were interested in buying the thing.
Well, I'm always interested in buying the thing. I never will though.
Because you don't know what a COD is. That's why. If only you knew.
Credit
you
on.
Imagine the appliances your mother would have had if you could.
COD, credit, because it was COD, credit or debit. Bet that's it. COD, right? What else would it be?
Yeah.
Cash, check, COD. Is that what that means?
No.
Yes?
I don't know. I don't know either. I don't think you can't pay cash to an infomercial. How would you pay cash? You just mail it? You can't mail cash.
Mail cash or check.
You cannot mail cash.
Back then, I think they were like, go for it.
That's crazy.
Right. I'm pretty sure they said cash or check, COD. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong on that. It might have just been check. There might not have been cash.
Yeah.
It might have been check or COD.
Because, okay, listen to me. You have to address the cash somewhere. Anybody who's watching the infomercial would know that all of these envelopes are just filled with a bunch of cash.
I mean, they always went to a PO.
Oh. Still, you know what the PO is. It would be so easy to just steal all of that cash.
Who is this in 1992?
I know some people.
Just watches all the infomercials and then just what do you do then? How do you run me through this scheme?
There's just there are a lot of schemes I don't understand.
Well, just float it for me. How would okay.
So
everybody's mailing this cash.
Yeah.
It's 92.
I don't know, you just walk up and down the streets
and just start
open the mailboxes and look for the address that you just saw on the infomercial that apparently everyone was watching. And take them out.
And you do that every day? On the chance to get
I didn't say it was a good idea.
One installment of $15?
I don't understand how a lot of scams work. Like any of them. I'm like, what's the point? If you put the amount of effort into anything else in your life than trying to pull this scam on somebody, you'd probably be doing very well. In my opinion. But yeah, I don't know, the emails with the princes and all that stuff, like it's a lot of work. Putting up fake websites so people go put their stuff into it, that's a lot of work. For a small possibility that someone falls for it, doesn't seem like it's that much different than just walking around to a bunch of mailboxes.
I know a guy who fell for one of those, like you're the descendant of a prince or princess.
That sucks.
They just emptied his bank account.
Who is it?
It was a guy I worked with. It was an independent contractor.
Was there a lot of money in his bank account?
I mean, I don't know how much exactly he lost.
That's so
but
sad.
Losing all of your money is a lot of money to that person.
Depends on how much it is.
Well, it doesn't. If you have $10 is a lot of money.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah. I don't think maybe that wasn't cash. I swear I remember them saying cash.
Maybe it was. But okay, so do you have memories of going to the library and picking out movies out of the movie books?
I wasn't poor.
While you're watching infomercials about fancy gadgets you can buy, like my memories are flipping through the books at the library to find the movie I want to take.
Can you say that word one more time for me, please?
I don't want to.
Came at me about February and then you had to say library.
Just different experiences. We just had different experiences.
I put more R's into one word. You take them out. Oh, you meant infomercials. Got it.
Yeah. You were just dreaming about spending money.
To better my life.
Yeah. With pans.
All sorts of things.
Well, I enjoyed flipping through the movie books at the library. It is a fond memory I have.
That's good. No, I don't.
You've never did that?
I think I can count on both of my hands the number of times I've been in a public library in my entire life. And 5 of them were playing poker in high school.
Oh. Are you supposed to do that? Doesn't seem like that's allowed.
I was invited. I don't know.
By who?
Whoever organized the poker game. It was just
Did
like 5 kids.
Did the librarians know that high school kids were in there playing poker?
Well, I don't know. It was right next door to the high school. We just walk over there after school. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not allowed.
I haven't been in a library since like 08, 09. No.
Yeah.
I had my senior year of college because I was a personal care attendant. Took a kid I was working with to a library, Richfield area, and checked out a book. Even got a library card. And that book is still on our shelves, and I haven't been to the library since because I don't know what happens when you keep a book for a decade. So
I think nothing.
I think they did make a change to the rule, but like, do you know where our local library is?
Absolutely no idea. Do you?
Yeah.
In Rogers? Uh-huh. We have our own Rogers library?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that. Where is it?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, I mean, I have a phone. Interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
Okay.
Libraries. Check them out or don't.
Okay. Should we go check on the kids?
Let's go check on the kids.
Goodbye.